Hey everybody, welcome back. These are some spoiled rich kids getting hit with the real world. He tried to pay to cut the line. Honestly, I'd take it. Come on, really? Wouldn't you? If someone just handed you some cash, would you? Depends on how long I've been waiting, honestly. And depends on how much money. If he's like $10, probably not. It's $100. That's another story. Rich people are literally so far from reality, they bought a school bus for Stormy to sit on. No, they didn't.
So I just saw this post on my feed on Instagram, and I couldn't help but think about how back in middle school, whenever I would get picked up by the yellow bus amongst other migrant students whose parents worked in the fields in California, we would get picked up and go to our communal housing for migrant workers. And, you know, we would be made fun of for getting on the yellow bus. But this is like a luxury for the rich. And I just think it's funny how this is a luxury for the rich.
Imagine just being so rich that you just want to feel somewhat normal. Like Stormy's probably watching the Magic School Bus and she's like, Mommy, why don't I get to go on a school bus? And it's like, Stormy, it's because you're filthy, stinking rich. We don't take the school bus. And she's like, I just want to ride on a school bus. Ah! So they like bought her a school bus. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, golly gosh. God golly gosh. Our spoiled friend breaking down about his allowance. Ooh, okay.
Costs are more expensive. It's fashion week right now, and I still don't have enough funds. Mais putain, you don't understand. It's a simple economics matter. Inflation goes up. Prices become more expensive. My allowance needs to increase. It's 40%. It's 40% about. And no, I need more money for that. C'est pas juste, putain. C'est pas juste.
Je téléphone à la police! I am going to call the police on you! Are you? You know, there is another option. Instead of going to mommy and asking for money, you could, like, get a job. Most people have them. Or you could make terrible YouTube videos for money on the internet. I'm sure people would pay to watch this. He is right about inflation, though. Inflation is a B word. Honestly, watching spoiled rich kids have a temper tantrum because their allowance isn't enough is just like... We must learn to live within our means. Somewhat distant relatives spent all of his university years and 20s partying hard with the
$100,000 to $120,000 allowance
his rich company-owning father gave him each year. Wow, you're just kind of setting them up for failure. See, like, I'm kind of torn between, like, okay, if you're a really, really rich guy, you want to have a better life for your family. That's why, you know, you work really hard to become rich. But, like, $120,000 for a college student? He's gonna create a lifestyle for himself that he's not gonna be able to maintain. He'd travel the world each year, going to Bali, Thailand, Europe every year, Oktoberfest, just rampaging. At 32 or so, he decided to settle an upscale ski resort area of the US and open a business with his hot gold digger fiance. When he went to transfer his money to his US bank account, he noticed it only came to a few $1,000s. He angrily asked the bank worker why she hadn't transferred the entire amount, only to be told that that was the entire amount. His father cut him off without saying anything, and he just hadn't noticed. Absolute flatline. So, like, you guys don't talk? I would probably, like, talk to your father if you're expecting that kind of allowance. Might do you some good. POV, the spoiled kid asks about your summer plans.
What are your plans for the summer? A job? Like working? My God, it's kind of sad. Why? Just for the novelty or what? For the money?
Swing.
Really? How much are you making? Like over 100K? Under? Really? Like what, 95? 20 bucks an hour? When are you working in a fucking sweatshop? Isn't that like illegal? Like minimum wage or like child labor, like one of those or whatever? No? Huh. Why don't you just work at your dad's company or something? Your dad doesn't have a company. It's kind of pathetic. No offense, just like sometimes I forget like not everyone can be successful, right? You know, but yeah, I'm just gonna be working on my golf swing, you know, just kind of working smarter, not harder, pretty much. My dad said something like 80% of $1 million deals are made on like the golf course or something. So it's like investing in my future. I don't know, some bullshit like that. But like realistically, I'm probably just gonna be partying on my yacht a lot with a bunch of hot bitches. I'd invite you, but you're gonna be like working or whatever, so.
Oh God, jobs are so embarrassing. Ugh, peasants.
Only the peasants work. I know that this is just a POV and he's acting, but this is like pretty much every conversation that I've ever had with a rich kid. Listen, I do okay for myself, but I would never talk like this. This is how someone talks when he's spending money that isn't his. Because if it was his money, he would learn the value of a dollar. Doesn't seem like a dollar is worth much. There is no shame in working, no matter what job it is. There is, however, shame in taking money from your parents after you've reached a reasonable age to start working. Dude, $20 an hour will be great. Yeah, man. Nah, 20 for a summer job is crazy good. This what, yeah, like it's not anything to scoff at. Apparently it is though. I don't know why I'm so triggered. I'm so triggered. I hate it.
Okay, so I've gotten a lot of questions about the Hummer limo. I mean, I don't know why we have one. I guess, you know, it's fun to have. We get to, you know, take our friends in it when one of us has a birthday or something.
It's yellow. It's a yellow limo.
I mean, it's not a bus, like a lot of you guys think it is.
Looks like a bus.
It's, yeah. It's a Hummer limo. In case anyone has anything to say, it's a Hummer limo. Since everything I post is a lie somehow, but yeah.
Imagine the worst thing on your mind. The thing that's just tearing you up inside. Like you literally can't sleep at night. You simply must get on TikTok and set the record straight. Imagine that being, you have a Hummer limo that's bright yellow and people are telling you that it's a bus and you gotta tell people that it's not. You just gotta. You can't have these people out here thinking you're poor. You can't.
Oh, insulting. It is not a bus. It is a super stretch, bright yellow Hummer limo. God.
Let me just pan over to my collection of sports cars. I wish that those were my problems, honestly. That would be nice. Our rich European friend's card was declined.
Take Apple Pay? Yes, of course. Okay, 1,000 euros. 1,000 euros? Yes. It's an expensive pizza.
1,000 euros for a pizza?
Okay, sir. Okay.
What's on it?
This if you want to leave a tip for the service.
Baby
The rate
starfish?
15, it's fine.
150 is yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here you are, sir. Just tap on the top.
It's working.
No, it's not accepted.
Oh, man. I don't know why. I swear to God.
What am I supposed to do now? Am I going to pay for the beer?
Do you take Bitcoin by any chance?
Bitcoin! Do you take Bitcoin?
Maybe it wasn't the best investment?
BRB, just gonna go mine some Bitcoin and then I'll pay you so I don't have to wash dishes. Okay, but also, who in their right mind is spending $1,000 on a pizza? $1,000 for a pizza? Are there dancing leprechauns on it? No? Then don't order it. Who pays $1,500 for a pizza? 1,000 euros, $1,500. Better have real gold flakes on it as a topping and dancing leprechauns. Welcome to Meek. Is this in Mykonos? Give me a break. Really? Ugh. Unless you're a billionaire and you have that money to burn. No, you know what? No. You can change somebody's life with that amount of money. Yet you're spending it on a pizza that's $1,500 that doesn't have dancing leprechauns on it.
God.
This rich, rude kid stole our reserved sunbeds. I'm already mad. Staff asked him to leave. Good. Started saying he would call his dad to complain. He said he can buy the place. Oh my gosh. I swear this reminds me of something. Do you guys want to hear a story about a fake rich person? So this guy, we'll call him Gerald. I met Gerald when I was in Mexico a while back. He was the type of guy that liked to show off with a lot of money. He would take us out, he would spend all the money. We honestly didn't pay a thing, so it was like a great situation for us. We would just have to like run away at the end of the night so he couldn't find us. But the funny thing is, one day when I was down there, I got a call, and there's a very angry woman speaking Spanish to me on the line. And she explains to me that she's calling me from jail and she's a policeman, a policewoman, police person. And she's telling me that my friend is in jail. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what friend? What friend's in jail? And it turns out that it's like the really, really rich guy from like a couple of nights ago. And she said that I needed to go down there and pay like $40 US to get him out of jail. And the entire time I'm just thinking, okay, number one, why the hell are you calling me? And number two, I thought this guy had all this money. He was saying that he was, I could even hear him in the background. He's just like,
I could buy a private jet.
like I can hear him screaming this to the policewoman on the phone. And yet you don't have $40 to bail yourself out of Mexican jail. How are you not embarrassed? Anyways, obviously, you guys know me. I was like ready to go. I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna bail you out of jail. I barely know you, but yeah, sure, you spent all this money on us, but of course I'm gonna go down there and bail you out of jail. It's $40. As I'm like waiting for a cab, I'm still on the phone, and he says that he's not even in Tulum, that he's in like, I don't even know, like Playa del Carmen, which is like an hour away. So I was like, okay, I know you paid for my dinner, but like, I don't know if I like you that much. Why are you calling me? I barely know you. Point being, I don't think that rich people, the ones that like to show off, are as rich as they say. My spoiled brother asking our dad for money.
It is so expensive here. You have no idea that people are spending so much money. And it's just 20,000 euros. Come on. It's just for that table with my friends at Mykonos.
Oh, Mykonos.
We met these amazing models.
Models! Look at him. Look at him. He's like, what have I done?
What have I created?
I just need another $20,000 to make everyone think that I have $20,000 to just spend on bottles and models and... It's a very serious problem for him, though. Do you hear him on that phone call? This is a life or death situation. My eyeballs are itchy. Dad, you've created a monster. I just need $20,000. Just $20,000. Absolutely not. Bro, I feel bad asking my mom for $20. Potato. Same thing. He's gonna learn the hard way. I hope.
Was a nanny for a really wealthy family in Houston, and one day the mom and dad got in a knockdown, drag-out fight because he would not give her a $300,000 clothing allowance.
Period. Damn right. $300,000 was a steal, okay? I'm worth much more than that. $300,000 on clothes, eh? Wouldn't it be nice to have these problems, guys? Mo money, mo problems, I'm telling ya. On the first day of a 2-week vacation, I saw my spoiled 10-year-old cousin tell his mother, his older female cousin, his aunt, and his grandmother that he wasn't gonna clear his place or rinse his dishes because that's women's work. I wonder where he's hearing that. For the rest of that 2-week vacation, nobody had to lift a finger to clear a plate, rinse a dish, or wash a pot because it was his job. Oh, that worked out nicely. At times, there were over a dozen of us there. Oh, well, I'm not gonna say he deserved it. Like, he is only 10. However, let's also put an F in the chat for the parents who are telling their kids these things and okaying this behavior. He had to hear that from somewhere. Where do you think he heard it? Subscribe!